Hello and welcome everybody. This is Scar from Scar Tweaks, and in today's video we're going to be showing you guys another product we have in Motion Live Discord server and also shop. This is the trigger bot. So this program basically allows you to help you guys to basically shoot for you whenever it detects a player. From personal experience and also preference, this is the most safest basically cheat that you guys could get for FiveM, because it won't read this basically the game memory or anything like that, so it won't inject into the game itself, right? So it basically sees whatever you're seeing. Now there's a couple things that needs to happen for this to work, you know what I'm saying? And please make sure you listen well, because a lot of people tell me, oh, I didn't know, and things like that. So I will explain everything, right? So as you guys can see in the center of the screen, which if I turn off my crosshair X, right, if I aim, white dot shows up, right? This dot shows up in every FiveM server unless they turn it off, basically. I'm currently playing on TMF, but I know this works on most of the VP servers and a lot of RP servers and everything like that, because not every server know how to turn it off, basically. And to test out if this will work in your server, basically, once you aim at a player, and if that center dot turns either gray or red, if it changes the color to any other color, basically, then this will work perfectly fine in your case, right? And also you guys could use crosshair X on top of it. You guys could use any other crosshair basically app on top of it. However, make sure, for example, in my case, I have crosshair X, right? Make sure there's a gap in the middle. So I'm not sure if you guys can see or not, but if I had no gap, so let's see over here, right? If the gap was at 0, then you can't see the circle behind it, right? But if there's a gap on, even if it's a small gap, then it should work fine. If it doesn't, just make the gap a little bit bigger until you can see. If you aim and you can see the white circle, then you should be good, basically, right? And to enable the white dot, which everybody should have it enabled, if you don't have it enabled, I will leave this command in the description and also in the Discord server, or also whenever you purchase the product itself, it will come with the command itself, right? So now let's show you guys the app itself. So the app is super nice and also very much so undetectable. I'll be honest with you guys, and I will show you guys why. So first of all, once you open it, you guys cannot see it in the alt tab section. So as you guys cannot see it in the alt tab section, right? There's Google and everything like that. So if you're playing TMF, right, for example, leagues or whatever, and if you have this, if you click on alt tab, it will not show. I'm saying, and so it becomes useless, especially if you have a second screen. You can just put it on the second screen. Now I'm saying, and it just hides, basically. Hopefully we're trying to add the stream proof onto it, hopefully in the near future. Basically, after you buy the product itself, you guys should receive a key, right? Click on register, and if you guys have an account, just click on login here. But for example, for me, I don't have a key, or I don't have an account. Let's use a username password, right? Make sure you guys have these remembered, because later on, if it takes you out of the account, you will need to remember these informations. And then it will say enter the license key. So after you purchase the product, it will give you guys a license key itself. So after we basically log on to it, it's gonna open up like this. Very good looking design and simple at the same time, very much so effective, right? So I'll explain each setting one by one, and then, you know what I'm saying, so you basically what's happening. So aim activation mode, toggle, hold RMB to activate, and hotkey activation. Now this basically means the hotkey itself, right? Toggle means it's always on, basically, as it says it also over here. So toggle basically means it's always on. If you aim at somebody, it will automatically shoot, basically, right? You don't have to hold a key, you don't have to do anything. Hold RMB basically means hold a right mouse button, which is the key that you have to aim with. So a lot of the times I switch between of these. So if you have any issue with one of the things is not working or something like that, just click and hold RMB is fine. It's just the same thing as toggle. I switch between them in case it starts false detections or whatever. So I'm gonna hold RMB, and it will detect the colors or people's only when the right mouse button is clicked or hold on, basically. And or you guys could just do a hotkey activation, and you guys could put it on, for example, E, left control, right mouse button, even if you want. Again, any key that you have to hold, and whenever you hold this key, it will start basically detecting the colors and people. So I'm saying I like to do toggle or right mouse button. Right mouse button is fine. I'm saying exit hotkey. This is a self-destruct mode. Basically, if you about to share your screen or something like that, you don't have to go to the app, click X or whatever. For example, click on bind key right here and do, for example, del or delete. Whenever I click on delete, the app will close, which I will not want to do. You know what I'm saying? So that's it for the first aim settings. Now let's go to color settings. So this is, again, one of the best products that you guys could honestly get, especially for the price. Because we have a feature that nobody else has, which is the auto detect color, right? Or also known as color collaboration or whatever. So click on bind key, right? Put it on any other key you don't use. For example, honestly, F12 is fine, right? And now what you will have to do is go into the game, right? For example, TMF. Let's go to any of these, right? So right here, and basically aim at somebody, right? And whenever it turns red, right? As you guys can see, the center crosshair is turning red. I'm not sure if you guys can see it or not. But just basically go to somebody's standing still or wherever. Or if it's your friend or something like that. Just go on to him and then click on F12. And then it will take the color, right? So like that. And it should change color over here for you guys. However, since I'm recording, it will not change the color, right? But if that didn't work, also what you guys could do is just take a screenshot of basically the thing itself, right? Go to a color picker on Google, type in color picker, right? And then just put your screenshot in here, right? And then go to the center crosshair and look for the red or gray or whatever, and just basically click on it and it will show over here. So for example, for this color right here, it's 242.228.179. It's really just that simple. There's really nothing much to it. I'm saying if you guys have any issues, you guys could of course message me in the ticket and I'll respond, of course. Now for the color tolerance, basically this slider right here will change how sensitive is it to colors, basically. So if it's 50, that means it's super sensitive to colors. So sometimes it might false detect or whatever, it might shoot even if it was not the same red, basically gradient or whatever. So turn this down a little bit. I personally have it on 50 because the reshade I use is the dark reshade and there's not really much reds, so it's super hard to miss on the red itself. Then we come to performance right here. There's the reaction speed / reaction time. You can put it on instant, fast, and medium. Basically how fast it will shoot. Or if you have like a custom, for example, let's say 7 milliseconds. After it detects the color, after 7 milliseconds, it will shoot. I personally have it on 0, like this, or instant. To me is way better, I'll be honest. And then also over here, this is the fire mode. Basically, single shot is for pistols, combat pistols and things like that, and full auto is for bars, switches and things like that, right? And then this is the whole duration. So how for full auto mode, right, how long it will hold the left click / left mouse button or whatever. And then there's load configs. So for example, I have a config right here, right? And I can save configs also. So this is a config I have, and I will show you guys how it works, especially on TMF. Alright, so we are back inside FiveM. I'm currently playing on TMF server. This works on TMF. This works on a lot of other servers also. As you guys can see, people are sweaty today in TMF, so I'm not sure if I can show you guys pretty good or... but as you guys can see, it detects a person, it just shoots. I'm saying, as you guys can see, it doesn't shoot unless it detects the person. It detects that color, it starts shooting like that. You guys could flick people, you guys could do anything you guys really want. It's really just that simple. You can combine it with other basically macros or whatever also. So that was all for today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching. This was Scar Tweaks, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.